Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Raw Politics. In this episode, I share with you the reasons why Museveni is supporting Raila Odinga for the AUC chairmanship. As you know, the relationship between Museveni and Raila Odinga has been very rocky. At times, they are the best of friends. Museveni visits Raila, sleeps in his home in Bondo. Raila leaves Kenya to go and campaign for Museveni. There are times that Raila is calling him a dictator, castigating him, and Museveni is also saying that is a noisemaker and etc. So their relationship has been off and on. But of late, Museveni looks so fond of Raila Odinga. The question is, why? If that is some subject you are interested in, stay tuned, and if you are watching for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, Museveni attended a cultural event that brings Luos across the region. And by region, I mean Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Sudan, and Kenya to celebrate their culture. This time it was done in Siaya at around Gotramoge. And Museveni, surprisingly, was the chief guest. Museveni is neither a Luo nor an island. But there he was, very happy to attend. In fact, he said when he was told to attend, he gladly abandoned every holiday celebrations and came. And during this particular event, ladies and gentlemen, Museveni was speaking to Raila as if Raila was already the AUC chair. To quote him, he was like, when you go to Addis Ababa, do this and come up with policies that are going to make East Africa stronger and Africa better. According to Museveni, it seems he already knows Raila Odinga is going to win that seat, which is very sad news to the bit a lot that are on social media castigating Raila Odinga because of local differences. But the question is, why has Museveni changed his heart? If you asked me, there are three reasons why Museveni is supporting Raila Odinga. One, and the most important one in my opinion, is the respect Museveni has for William Ruto. Now, before you walk out in protest because nowadays you don't want to hear anything positive about Ruto, listen to this. Before William Ruto was elected, nobody believed in William Ruto more than Museveni. William Ruto, during those times, would go to Uganda, would frequent Uganda a lot. There are even institutions in Makerere that are named after William Ruto, thanks to that close relationship they shared with Museveni. They were so close that at one point, the then President Uhuru Kenyatta stopped Ruto from traveling to Uganda. And by the way, after that, he never traveled to Uganda. It was, their friendship was seen as, according to Uhuru, this was Museveni trying to interfere with the local politics. And so he had to stop Ruto from visiting Uganda. The relationship didn't die because when Ruto won and it was the day he was being sworn in, Museveni was the chief guest. And so Museveni likes Ruto and respects Ruto. According to Museveni, and he has said this publicly, he believes William Ruto is a very sharp young man who not only has the potential of making Kenya better, but also the capability of impacting Africa in a good way. So when somebody you respect asks you, can you help me, lend me support here, chances are that he was going to oblige. And so I'm persuaded that the first reason why Museveni is supporting Raila Odinga for the AUC seat is because Ruto asked him to, and he respects Ruto. Okay? By the way, there are even photos of Ruto taking Raila there for introduction, a fresh introduction. And so I think Ruto played a very big role. The relationship between William Ruto and Museveni played a very big role in Museveni supporting Raila Odinga for AUC chairmanship. The second reason, if you asked me, ladies and gentlemen, has everything to do with strategy, everything to do with trade. Most of Uganda products are imported through Kenya. Uganda is a landlocked country, so they can either use Tanzania's port or Kenya Mombasa port. And for the longest time, Uganda has been using Mombasa port. But these goods, most of them transit by road. And so they have to pass through Kisumu into either Busia and Malaba. And Museveni has seen from past experience how demonstrations in Kisumu has impacted this country. Because when there are demos in Kisumu, it means the goods from Kenya to Uganda cannot be smoothly transported. And so it affects the Ugandan economy in a very negative way. And Museveni understands that the only person who has the influence to call such demos in places like Kisumu is none other than Raila Odinga. So he is of the opinion that if Raila Odinga is busy at AUC, then you have smooth trade between Kenya and Uganda. And I think that is another angle Museveni is looking at. It's a win-win for him and for Kenya, by the way. If Raila Odinga is involved, engaged in something constructive, then the trade between Kenya and Uganda is likely not to be disturbed or disrupted by demos, because it is only Raila who can call for such demos. And if he's in AUC as their chair, he doesn't have that time to come and involve himself in local politics. So for this, I think I believe the second reason would be strategic. He's doing this to ensure that we eliminate or at least reduce the disruption that occasionally happen in Kisumu and other parts of the country that affect the economy of Uganda. And the third reason, ladies and gentlemen, is what Museveni himself believes about Raila. Even though they have had their differences, Museveni believes that Raila Odinga is a Pan-Africanist, that Raila Odinga loves Africa and would want Africa to go far. So he supports him because of that. He said that plainly during the official launch of Raila's candidature to AUC at State House. When Museveni gave his speech, he said after looking at the candidates at all the candidates, he settled on Raila Odinga because Raila Odinga, from the look of things, has the passion for Africa. So he has the passion to make this continent better. That is how Museveni described him, that after looking at every other candidate, he settled on Raila as the one that has the passion. And of course, Raila Odinga, at his age and being in politics for that long, has the experience you need to handle things calmly. Because that is what you need. You don't need hotheads at such sensitive positions. You need people who are you need someone who is going to have some level of moderation. And with age comes such level of moderation. And somebody will be like, no, Raila doesn't do that. I can tell you, if Raila was not moderate these days, Raila would have joined the demos of June and caused a lot of chaos. But he has that moderation. With age, there are things that you no longer fancy. You no longer find a lot of joy in certain things. And I think Raila has reached that stage where he would rather go for peace than go for violence. And that is the kind of brain you need at AUC. Those are the three reasons, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, why Yoweri Museveni is supporting Raila Odinga for AUC. If you found this video useful, let me know in the comment section. If there's a subject that you would want us to cover, also just share and I'll see if we can create a video around that. Otherwise, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Now, if you want to know why I'm persuaded that Raila Odinga has the highest chance of winning the AUC seat, watch this video.